Hey guys, binary options trading again and again. This is me, my only account, because I have a lot of questions about that. And today's strategy is gonna be a little bit, a little bit messy, a little bit complicated for different situations. But even if it's something unclear in this strategy, you can ask me. It is perfect situation for me to give you some hints and explanation, because sometimes while this process I am no better about this strategy by myself. And even if not the whole strategy, but just mine, some indicators, some combinations, even maybe 2 or 3 of these indicators. So I truly believe it's gonna be still useful for you. And if you have any questions again and again, just text me. I'm gonna give you thoughts what I was actually meaning here. So let's start with the all indicators. I already made all of that, mostly with the currency pairs, and I'm just adding one more. So the first is gonna be the moving average, and in this strategy it's gonna be, I'm gonna change. In this strategy, it's gonna be the main indicator for us. And the second moving average, 14, and the thickness. And okay. So the one more is gonna be the fractal, and if you remember, it's gonna be the fractal just showing us the end of the trade. Not the beginning of the trend, but the end of the trend. And actually with the moving averages, this blue line are gonna be the key line here. I didn't start it with that because just actually remember it that I am needing that just like in the middle of the chart. And RSI here for us, and just ending with all these setups. So with the indicators, it's done. And as I told you before, the blue line is a key line for us. And with the first bet, we're gonna see how all these working for us combined. So let's see what we are having here. And you see the blue line showing us that we are going down, and RSI here are actually just doubling the trend. So we are looking for the RSI just to make us sure that the blue line is correct. So this is right here. And with the green line here, it's not here just for nothing. If the green line are going down, we are also gonna get down. So here all 3 indicators just combine, and we are made our first bet. So it is perfectly working for us because we were just right in time, and yep, it is. And remember about this moving averages crossing. If it's cross each other, this orange line and the green line, it means the changing of the trend, and we were just right in time to get our profit before we seen this green candles. And next situation for us, just look at the blue line itself. It is showing that we are going upward, but looking at the RSI, not so perfect. And just checking these moving averages, we actually could predict that the green line and the orange line are gonna cross. And I told you before that if the green line are trying, or it is already below the orange line and trying to get downward, we are playing for a downward movement. So check, and I'm gonna show you how I actually just predicted the trend. So you just see the beauty of it. The blue line was actually getting upward, but we were counting on the rest moving averages line to be crossing each other, and now you will see with the fractal that it was the end of the trade. So we were correct, and we were correct just a little bit before the situation just happened. And RSI now and the blue line now, they are showing that we are going downward. And these lines sometimes are just following trends, not predicting them. So it's That's why we are just adding this 2 moving averages line more, just to be able not only following but to predict the trend. And here we see the green candles, but I am making the bet for a downward movement. And why? Because here is the crossing of the 2 moving average lines. Blue line showing us we going downward, and in the RSI it actually just a little bit rising, but it is gonna be a downward movement. Let's check with the result, and then you're gonna see the whole picture, the whole picture of prediction of what it actually be. And also, what I didn't mention, that the green line, and that was actually the key indicator right here, were going down. It was below the orange line. So all of that, the feelings, the indicator, one of the moving averages, and check it out now with the RSI. It is just went down a little bit. So all that just play for our profit here. So here, and please don't forget about the fractal. I mentioned it not that much, but anyway, here's an important indicator. So just check the last fractal mark that we are having. The upward trend just ended. So this fractal then crossing and green line above the orange line, and with the RSI you may see the fluctuation of RSI are not that big, and sometimes we are not predicting that it's gonna be the big movement in this line. So all of that combined gave us a hint, gave us a sight, just a signal that we are going down. And green line were just correct, and the fractal, and we are seeing now that it actually showing the end of the trend, but all these together, that the upward trend just ended, green line going down, all of that gave us a hint, and we are correct and in a profit. So the last one, it is a little bit, just a little bit messy with all the thoughts that I'm having about this strategy, but it actually working. And as I told you before, I love it to make the strategy for a downward movement, because sometimes it's more, you don't spend a lot of time, looking for the whole situation. You are just looking some marks of the especially downward movement, and sometimes it's perfectly working. It's saving your time and saving your money, and with the all strategies you are just checking and testing them for the purpose, for the task that you are having. And here I made here and a bet for a downward movement, and let's check it why. So the last fractal, actually, if I am seeing this all correct, was about the end of the downward movement, but it actually, if you are observing the chart, you may see that it's gonna be the end of this upward movement too, and there was no crossing just a while ago, and that's why we are actually playing that these lines, they were still close to each other, and these lines are striving to cross, and all these bets that we are having just profitable work for us, so we were correct. And here's again and again working as a prediction mostly than just a catching the trend, when it's just started. No, I am just looking for the situations where I can be pretty sure that these indicators, firstly, not the chart, are gonna behave as I think them to be behaving. So guys, for today it's done. The situations wasn't that perfectly easy or that perfectly just understandable, but I love videos like that because it gives you, sometimes the feelings that I am also sometimes, confused, or I am just checking all together or nothing at all, because the market is still the market. It is some ways for trying to handle that, but you cannot be more than the market itself. And any feedback, any thoughts, any problems, or any suggestions, I don't know, anything, please text me. I am actually looking forward for this feedback. So I have my Instagram, I have my Telegram, and I have here the YouTube comments. Please enjoy my also free signals. I am trying to give it on a daily basis. It is a lot of work. So stay tuned, we're gonna get for some more, and you know that.